plant and animal cell, and we had discussed on only plant tissues, and we discussed on the plant tissue are divided into two parts, you know very well, meristematic and permanent tissue. Meristematic are the kind of tissue which have capability of division, you know it very well, right? And further we had discussed on the permanent tissue. Permanent tissues are of two types, and permanent tissues are those tissue which have capability, which lose the capability of division, right? They does not have capability of division. They have specific shape, specific function, and lose the capability of division. These are the three different characters of permanent tissue, right? Okay. Further we discussed that permanent tissues are divided into two parts, simple and complex. Simple permanent tissues are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Sorry. Next, the complex permanent tissue, which are further divided into xylem and phloem. Today we will discuss deeply on these topics. First is the parenchyma. I previously said that permanent tissues are not living in nature, but primarily they are living in nature. One example of this living is parenchyma. Parenchyma is living permanent tissue. Generally, permanent tissue does not have capability of division, so that they are not living in nature. But parenchymatic tissue are living in nature, right? They are living, and I have told you that permanent tissue has specific shape. It means specific shape means they are maybe circular, they are maybe rectangular, they are maybe polyhedral, tetrahedral. These are the shapes of the cell, different shape of the cells, right? So they are isobilateral. Iso means which the cell you can say in both the sides, right? Isobilateral, you can say that kind of structure. These are the isobilateral. You can see same structure from the back side also. These are the iso. Bi matlab two lateral sides say means two different sides say. You can say this kind of shape in case of permanent tissue, right? Okay, so these are the living. First thing, they are living in nature, so they have capability of storage, right? Because they are living in nature, so they have capability of storage. Only parenchymatous tissue, parenchymatous permanent tissue have capability of storage because they are living in nature, and they store the food and water of the plant. They have capability to storage of food and water of the plant. One more important thing, the distance between the cells. The distance between the two cells is called inter. Inter means two different cells, and intra means in the same cell. So the distance between two different cells, this is the distance between two different cells, is called intermolecular space. So the intermolecular space between two cells is about absent. You can say that it is absent in case of parenchymatous tissue. There is no intercellular space is present. In case of parenchymatous tissue or in case of permanent tissue, you can say that space is maybe left or absent in case of permanent tissue. So parenchyma does not consist intercellular space, right? Okay, next, parenchyma is present in the different part of the plant and perform different function. For example, one example is collenchyma. Collen means chlorophyll. You know that what is chlorophyll, right? What is the meaning of chlorophyll? You all know that. Chlorophyll is a pigment which is present in the plant. That's why plant appear green in color, and they perform photosynthesis because of this pigment, right? So I told you that parenchymatous cells only store water and food, right? But in few parts of the plant, parenchyma also store this chlorophyll pigment, so that kind of parenchymatous tissue we call collenchyma. Collenchyma means that parenchyma tissue which store chlorophyll molecule, right? Next are the arenchyma. Aren means air, right? Aren means air. So these are those parenchymatous tissue which store air, right? Instead of food is the meaning of aquatic plant? Aquatic means those plants which are produced in water only. Aquatic means water. So those plants which produce water only are called aquatic plant. They contain parenchyma instead of simple parenchyma. Because why they consist parenchyma and why they require air to store in the parenchyma? Because they are embedded in the water, right? Embedded means they are present in the water. So they need to float in the water, but there is no gills in aquatic plants, right? Gills are present in the fishes, that's why they flow in the water easily, right? So make a buoyancy, you can say that. So the aquatic plant does not consist any kind of floating organ which help the plant to make the buoyancy. Buoyancy means balancing in the air or water. Buoyancy means balance, like this kind, streamline position. This is the streamline position. This streamline position you can see in the fishes and birds. Fishes are present in the water and birds are in the air. So this is the present in the only water and air animals only. So these tissues, these parenchymatous tissue store the air and convert into the air parenchyma and make the plant or perform the plant, and important for the plant to make the buoyancy. You can say that plant make the buoyancy or balancing in the plant due to these tissues only, right? So we what we will discuss about the parenchyma. Parenchyma is the only living permanent tissue which have capability for storage of food and water as well as chlorophyll, and in few cases air also, right? Now we will move on next type is the collenchyma, not chloran. This is chlorenchyma, this is the collenchyma. One more thing I will told you about parenchyma. The wall of the cell, it means the cell which form parenchyma are thin in nature, thin wall are present, made up of cellulose also. So plant cell wall obviously made up of cellulose, no doubt, right? So their wall is thin. Now we proceed on the collenchyma. Collenchyma cells are generally thick in nature, right? Thick or double membrane in nature. Their cells are thick and double membrane, right? And they are also living but not completely. The structure of collenchyma cells are these kind of, you can see. This is the type of, or you can see that structure of the collenchyma, but their corners are thick. Why they are thick? And their corners are non-living. The cytoplasm is living, but their corners are non-living because their corner consists of a protein is called sovereign or lignin protein. Due to the deposition of this protein, these corners are non-living in case of collenchyma. Why they are non-living? What is the method to make them non-living in nature? Because you see that very large trees and with weak stem also, the plants stand erect always in any drastic condition, in any flood and air, aeration, whatever any condition, they can erect easily. Why? Because of these collenchyma. It means this tissue provides strength to the plants. Plants who strength provide. That's why they are always erect in nature. Right? Last is the sclerenchyma. Simple type of tissue. I had told you, simple type of permanent tissue, it means they are from only one type of cell. There are no different type of cells. So all these are from only one type of cell. Next is the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is non-living, completely non-living. Why this is non-living? Because it also provides strength to the plant. You can see that the husk of the coconut का जो husk जो covering present होती है, it is the sclerenchyma. ठीक है? वो sclerenchyma है. Sclerenchyma generally provide the strength to the different organs of the plant. That's why it is non-living, and this is non-living because of the deposition of a protein is called lignin. Because of the deposition of lignin, this is non-living in nature. उससे ज़्यादा सेल होती वो कॉम्प्लेक्स टिश्यू है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम. जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम आर द कॉम्प्लेक्स परमानेंट टिश्यू. They are the conducting tissue also. What is the meaning of conducting? They transport the material in plants. What transport? Xylem transport water from where? Soil to different plant. And phloem transport food material from where? From the leaf, because leaf is the part where photosynthesis takes place. So from the leaf, different plant parts consist food from with the help of phloem. So xylem and phloem contain four different type of cells. More than 2 type of cells. Type of cells are tracheids, vessels, parenchyma and fibers. Same in phloem, seed tube, companion cell, parenchyma and fibers. Now tracheids and vessels, these type of cells, these two cells help in conduction of water. It means the water which transport from the soil to the different part of the plant due to the tracheids and vessels. Tracheids and vessels are responsible for the conduction of water into the different part of the plant. What is the function of parenchyma? Same as we had discussed here. Parenchyma store food and water. Right? What is the function of fiber? Fiber are generally non-living in nature. Right? So that material which is non-living, which always provide protection. So fibers are provide protection to the xylem elements. These are the xylem elements. These four are the xylem elements which help in the conduction of water. Next is the phloem. Okay, one more thing. In case of xylem, only fiber is non-living. All three are living. Tracheids, parenchyma and vessels, all three are living, and fiber is non-living. In case of phloem, there are 4 type of cells. In complex tissue, more than 2 type of cell. Phloem consists 4 type of cells: seed tube, companion cell, parenchyma and fiber. Right? And phloem help in conduction of food. It means seed tube and companion cells are responsible for the conduction of food in the plants. And this food is prepared in the leaf and transferred to the different part of the plant. Right? And parenchyma same. Storage of food and water, and fiber, because it is non-living, so it provide protection to the phloem. In case of phloem, only parenchyma is living, and seed tube, companion cell and fiber are non-living. So in case of phloem, seed tube, companion cell and fiber are non-living.